Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth, and we're in the River Journal, and we're on the Colorado River, day 1.
I'm going to show you how easy it is to print on here. You go into the print app and pick one of your things that I've already put through PicCollage, hit print, and it's going, and it's going to spit out right here, theoretically. There's this cartoon little factory, and as it's going up, it's going to spit it out. It's super cool, whoever came up with all these graphics and process. I don't know who makes this. Zinc? Yeah, 2x3. See? It's going up slowly, and now it's coming out here. So, we're on the Colorado River. Now, let's just stick to this for a sec. I have chosen 4 pictures that I got off of Pinterest, and okay. I got these off of Pinterest, I think, and they're just generic pictures of what my spread is going to be about today. And I really love this. I mean, this whole thing is the size of my hand. The only thing I don't like is the particular case that I have, which is absolutely filthy, is I have to take it off because you plug in your phone right down here. I don't know if it works for other phones. I have an iPhone. Amy Tangerine has an iPhone, and that's where I got the idea to get it from. But that was it. I just printed 4 pictures. You unplug it. Ugh. Okay, there you go. Your paper cartridge is right here. It plugs into a laptop while it's charging, and it wasn't charged, and I'm done. Totally done. It's tiny. The pictures are 2x3. 4 traveler's notebooks. I like it. I wouldn't print my Christmas cards on it, but that's not why I bought it. And I don't make my Christmas cards, although this year I might. I don't know. And I put my phone back in its filthy, dirty case, and we're off. And it's that easy, literally. It goes in a purse. It's not heavy. It's kind of a rubber texture, so it doesn't feel delicate, although you do probably need to be careful with this part. I love this. Print, P-R-Y-N-T. It even has a little loop here. You can probably hook this on a lanyard or something. I'm not sure what that dial's for. Perhaps I need to look that up. Amy Tangerine is where I saw it the first time. She has a pink one, and she sells them on her site. I wanted a purple one, so I got mine off of Amazon. They were the same price, and it's by Zink. Z-I-N-K. So, we're going to use these today. I'll be back. Okay. You saw me print some tiny little pictures. You can't see what they are yet. Now, another good thing that I forgot to mention, and I'll tell you right now, these have sticky backs. So there's no fidgeting with glue. There's no fidgeting with a tape runner or whatever. If you're out and about and you're cramming this into your purse, you're on a subway, or you're on a subway in Paris, or you're, in England, or you're in a car on your way to Stonehenge, whatever. You're on the Amazon, you're on the Mississippi, you're on the Rhine, whatever. This, as long as it's charged or you have something to put it into, a USB cable, you can use this. And then take off the sticky back and stick it in your journal. It's brilliant. I love it. The quality of picture is good. Really good. Is it going to last 100 years? Probably not. I have tried to put varnish on these because I put varnish on any journals that I know are going to be manhandled by people, like the ones in the sketchbook project, or just a lot of people are going to be touching it. It did not do well with the color. I could maybe use another type of varnish and that might work. I don't know. I haven't experimented enough. I haven't tried putting Mod Podge or anything like that, a matte medium over it. I really like these. And this is not sponsored. I bought mine. It's because Amy had one, so I had to have one. You know how that works, right? Right. Now, I have just watched, and please, I doubt if he watches this, take this in the kindest, most sincere, admirational, I don't think that's a word, admiring way. He was nervous. He said he was nervous. He came across as nervous. I don't get nervous doing these videos. Now, granted, I talked to 2 people, Kurtie and whoever else may watch that day. So the thought of me talking to 2 people doesn't scare me. If I knew Kurtie was, if I could see Kurtie face to face, that would probably make me nervous. If I showed you my face, that would make me very nervous. But right now, all you see are these stubby little fingers that right now are shivering. And that doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to do these videos. And it keeps me, what's the right word? On point. I want to do these journals. I'm extremely sloth-like in my normal daily life. That's why my desk is always a mess. I would love to just sit and watch documentaries about train trips all day long. Have I done that at a time or 2? Uh-huh. Do I waste a lot of time? Uh-huh. But this keeps me honest. This keeps me dedicated to this page every single day. I do them every single day because I don't want to take a year to do this series of videos. Now, it might take me a year at the rate I'm going, but I'm having fun and I'm going to do it. And as long as I'm having fun, I'm going to keep doing it. And the supplies keep me going. But Job's journal this morning, which I just watched, and I'm going to try to link him down below, in the most admirational, kindest, sincere way. I love watching his videos. Love his script, for one thing. Can't do it to save my life, but I love his script. And he paints beautifully. Can't do that either. He likes a lot of the same people I do. He's a male person doing this, which is a lot of female people. At least on YouTube. I love that it's a male perspective. And his natural tone of colors, which I personally, well, I like all color. It really doesn't matter. I like all color. I like a lot of color. But right now, okay, so it was a great video. And I'm probably shaking my table. It was long. And I love the process. And I love watching him process. I love watching James Burke process. I love watching Amy Tangerine process. I love them all processing. To have a finished product on Instagram, which I like, and I look at it, I'm like, how did she do that? I like to see the process. I like the talking of the process. So that's what I do. There are a few, when I mean few, I mean this many, watching my videos now. So I kind of I'm repeating myself, but I used to be a scrapbooker in a 12 by 12 format. After 20 something scrapbooks, I have no more room for that kind of stuff. Plus, I got really burnt out on it. I do get to travel, not this particular year, but I normally travel a U.S. trip. I live in the South. I live in South Carolina in the United States. I used to usually do a U.S. trip and a somewhere around the world trip in a year and little weekend jaunts. this year I did a road trip to Missouri for a quilt retreat, because one half of my heart is paper, the other half is fabric, which is all fiber to me. I did a road trip to Missouri, and I did a plane trip to New York for a couple days, and that's all I've done. We've done a tiny little bit of hopping and skipping. Oh no, I did a summer beach trip too with our granddaughter. But anyhow, I haven't done a European trip. I've been lucky enough to do many river cruises, which we absolutely love, and I love rivers. I love traveling. I've been traveling since I was a baby, 4 months old, in the back of a station wagon. That's, my parents love to travel, and I grew up traveling. Kind of resented the fact that we had to get stuck in the back of a car again, getting, going somewhere. But how lucky were we? We realized, all of my sisters and I realize now, that we all love traveling, and that's because we grew up traveling. This format came to me about 2 years ago. I can't remember if it was Amy Tangerine first. I think it was. And I kind of stalk her, so nobody tell her, okay? Okay. I love her format and her traveler's notebooks. Well, her other stuff is cute, but not my style. I love her traveler's notebook process. And I was like, wait a minute, that's smaller. And another thing to me, because I put all of my 12 by 12 scrapbook books pages in sleeves. So to me, once the page was done, it was done. And then they invent new stickers for this. So they come out with something. I'm like, oh man, that would have been great on that trip when we went to see the tulips in the Netherlands 4 years ago. But it's done. To me, even though I have a cohesive spread here, I can add a tip in. For me, that works for me. And I love putting my limited skills of art into stuff. I love collaging into them. I love this format. Crazy people that you meet on the Yangtze River after you've had an opium experiment. Joke. This whole series is imaginary. I haven't been anywhere like this year, so I'm making up river journals, river journeys. This is volume 1. Now we're into volume 2. This is the little book that I kind of plan in. I really don't plan ahead, but I did know that I needed to have some thoughts down for which rivers, and that's as far as I've kind of gotten. And this is my version of a bullet journal, or whatever, a brain dump. This is my list of U.S. rivers. This is my list of European or world rivers. And I love the number 7, so I have 7 here and 7 here. So far we've done 3 here, and we're on our 4th one here. So I could be into 2023 before I finish this series, but if so, so be it. So I said yesterday we were going down to Colorado next, and we are. We're in Colorado. Not really. Oh, we're still in South Carolina, and it's cold. And, oh, okay, also, a little bit more housekeeping. We're less than a week away from December. Last year I did December Daily for the first time, thanks to Kirty. You'll hear that name a lot. I got distracted by an email that came through about a newsletter that I put out this morning for my Monday art group. Okay, come back, focus. Kirty gets talked to a lot here on this channel because she's been with me from the very beginning. I've done this for a little over a year now, but I've had 3 channels. The 2 previous channels I took down with on my own judgment, only because of family squabbles, and I took them down. I deleted them, so I lost all that content, and I really dread that I handled it that way, but it's too late now. It's gone. unless you're on the black web. What is it called? The black web? And you know how to scan something if it's, find something if it's not there anymore. I don't know. I can barely operate a switch now. So, okay, come back. December Daily. I'm going to start December Daily. I am going to do it in a Traveler's Notebook from Pear Tea Stickers, which I just had, and I've already lost. But I ordered a Pear Tea sticker. I order a lot of stickers from her. I buy them. She does not sponsor me. I buy them. I like her stuff. I always have. Where is that? I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it in my Pear Tea Stickers book. 98.5% sure. And I did a lot of Halloween stuff, which I took that was the second channel that I took down. And I did it in 4 formats, and that was way too much. I was completely burnt out. I keep fiddling through here because I keep thinking I'll find it. And okay, this is going to be an entirely too long of a video. So we've talked about December, probably going to be, so I'm going to take a break starting December 1st and go through December and December Daily, then come back to this. I don't know where I'll be, but I surely won't be done by any means. I'm not even halfway there. So, Colorado. So, in watching Job do his video, he used vellum. And it was really cool. And I've seen vellum used, and I want to do vellum. Now, you might be wondering, what is this? This is a used book that I got at a used bookstore in New York, the Strand. And I repurpose used books. I'm getting ready to repurpose this. I'm looking for, oh, here we go. A map of the area. California. Oh, no wonder. Going the wrong way. Okay. I want a picture of what the area they call Four Corners. And I was hoping I could find one in here, but maybe not. Oh, that's what we're going to do. Alright, this is Arizona. I want a general picture of the whole area. Do they not have... Not organized. Nope. Okay. Well, I have other map books. I love maps. There's a lot of national parks in this area along the Colorado River. I really wanted an overall map. Okay, well, the Southwest, that's the Colorado River right there. Goes from the Rockies, Southern Rockies, to the Pacific Ocean at California. And a lot of that encompasses Indians, the Grand Canyon. I've not been to Telluride, have not been to Moab, have been to Sedona, have been to Scottsdale, have been to Santa Fe. I don't think that, we're not going to, but I've been to the Grand Canyon several times. And so we're going to concentrate. A map. I need a map, but I don't have one. So let's do 30 minutes into this. Let's plan out what we're going to do. I have a simple piece of tracing paper because I can't find my vellum. It's around here somewhere. What's this? I might have just found it. Ooh, that's good watercolor. Okay, that's not it. Never mind, focus. Alright. I'm going to do tracing paper, construction paper, Tomoe River paper. This is the stuff that's in Hobonichi's, and I love this paper. So, first of all, we're going to skip the title page, because I've done my title pages sort of all alike, and I don't know what I want to do. I just want to get into this section. So I'm going to faintly write in pencil right here, title. And this is going to be my spread. To prevent the spine from curling, I'm trying not to go in here. I'm trying to work on a flat surface and then attach it to here, because I don't flip around. I go in consecutive order, and therefore that's bad on the spine. It curves. It's a side effect, but I'm willing to deal with it. So first of all, we're going to tear our pages. I like a torn edge. And I'm not very precise, as you can see, but a lot of that's going to get cut off, I think. What doesn't get cut off is fine. So because Job did vellum in his spread, I'm going to try to do something like that. I think we all take inspiration from each other. He's much more talented than I am. And I just wing it. This is me winging it. And I do not plan, I try not to plan out in advance, because I like the spontaneity of what happens here. When I was like, oh my goodness, look at that. I love that. If I had a little piece of cheater paper on the side here, said, all right, cut the next piece 6 by 3 and put red in the upper right hand corner, that would drive me insane. And it's a very short trip. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to use 2 pieces of vellum / tracing paper. We're going to do it this way. And I'm going to put, well, it doesn't matter, this one. I'm going to put my torn edges on the outside edge, because I like that look. And I don't know what made me go for this color. There's probably going to be a lot of natural Southwest type looking colors in this section. Now, I have Indian, Native American weavers in my pictures. 3 of them are women, I think they're women, well no, that might be a man, sitting at looms weaving Navajo blankets. One is, which you can't see but I can, just of a set of hands weaving that yarn, and the crinkly wrinkles in that hand is, to me, gorgeous. So these are my pictures, and I'm not sure, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Navajo weaving in my journaling, and I'm not sure, I kind of like that right there actually. Oh, you know what? Now, when Kirti did my Peru book for me, she gave me some papers that can be considered Southwest. because she had, what did she have? Inca? Peruvian, native Peruvians. Okay, so the Tomoe River paper. I'm going to paint some colors, and I think I'm just going to tear it and have it sitting behind these and try to do something here in script and then flip it up and have a bit of journaling here. So this is going to have to be taped because I didn't plan ahead. Joe planned ahead much better than I am. Sometimes my stuff works, sometimes it doesn't. I most always keep it because it's mine. I did it. Not quite certain I like how that looks. Whenever you see me doing this, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to set this aside and this and paint on here and let it dry. I am going to just do swags of color. And I'm not going to use my Stabilo woody pencils finally. I'm going to use something else. I just got those and I love them. These are Prima Paints, 3 trays of Prima and a Jane Davenport. Nope, those are 3. Nope. The top 2 are Prima. That row, the bottom row is Jane Davenport. That's not true. I don't know. They're either Jane Davenport or Prima, mostly Prima. And I'm not a painter. I'm not good, but I keep trying. And I'm just going to put Southwest colors down without thinking about it too much. And I have a lot of water here. Do I have these colors painted probably already somewhere else? Yep, that's okay. Can't have too many pieces of painted paper, right? Right. All right, that needs to dry. I don't know, I might get out a dryer and dry it. Tomoe River paper crinkles and wrinkles and has crevices once you get it wet, and I love that. I'm going to dry it. I'll be back. Alright, I think that's good enough. Word to the wise. I don't teach because I usually do everything wrong, but when you're using a heat gun on Tomoe River paper, be careful because it will burn easy. So that's enough color to go in a swathy background behind this. I really like how that yellow came out. More than, I wish this was next to the yellow. Okay, let's just do it. I want to leave a little bit of the brown showing. Love that. I don't teach and I don't sell. I just process. I used to say that a lot, but it's still true because I might recommend it something if I like it, like the printer. I like it. I bought it. I am not sponsored. My husband sponsors me. He just doesn't know it. But so just be careful with your heat guns on these things. I'm losing my torn edge here. Sorry. think the reason why I like Job so much, besides his talents, is he's funny. He's young funny, and I mean that in the most kindest, appreciative way. I'm not a young lady anymore, and a lot of the whatever they call themselves, millennials, whatever they are, kids in their 20s and 30s, drive me nuts these days. But I like him. What he is in real life, I don't know. Kind of wanted these three up here together, how I had it originally, that I cannot find how I remember how I did it. And this one down here. And then this is going to be over here. And I'm going to try to write Weavers. Yeah, right. Now, I can stamp because I have tons of stamps, and I have Amy Tangerine's font in stamps twice. Long story. But I so want to be able to brush letter. I just can't do it. But I saw somebody doing it with their regular script, and then they went and widened one side of it. So let me see if I can do that. I don't know if watercolor will stick to this. Let's glue these down. Oh, we don't have to glue them. We have sticky back pictures. So yes, I probably have about another week in this book, in this journal, and then we're going to go into December Daily in a traveler's notebook from Pear 2 Stickers that has a red reindeer on it that I can't find all of a sudden. But it's right around here somewhere, real close. And I must say the sticky on here is really good. I didn't have it pushed down hard at that point. These are black and white and a tad sepia pictures that I got off of Pinterest. Because they're old pictures. Now, I grew up in California. I grew up close to about 20 minutes north of San Francisco. And we did a lot of traveling in the Southwest because we were close. And let's test one of these on here. I'm going to use my brush pen because I love this. And I use it as a paintbrush a lot of times. I don't know how it's going to stay. Don't have black ink, which is probably what I need. That'll be alright. Okay. And we did go to, we went to, my dad worked with a lady who was a Navajo Indian, and she got permission for us to go on a reservation one time. And I don't talk politics on this channel unless I'm really frustrated, and then I'm usually crying. First I'm going to just do my letters and then fatten them up on one side and possibly connect them like you're supposed to. So I'm not going to talk about the plight of the American Indian or the treatment. I have been on an Indian reservation at a Crow Indian festival that was in Montana. We were about, my sisters and I are all a year apart, so we were about probably 12, 11, and 10, and I'm the oldest. and we were the only white people in and amongst thousands of Indians. That gave me a perspective of being the one in a large group, the only one in a large group. And we were, I don't think this festival was closed to the white people, but I think we were, for some reason, we were the only ones there. We saw weavers. We saw, oh, not only did my dad work with a lady that was a Navajo Indian, but we had a bead shop in the town where I grew up that was run by a couple, and I think one of them was Indian, and the other one was not Native American. And we would go in there as kids and buy, because we had those little looms you can get like at Michael's, and we would make bookmarks and things, and we would buy beads. But they also had gorgeous handmade beads from the reservation and pieces of turquoise and things like that. And they knew we were going, and they didn't get us permission to go to this reservation, but they told us about it, I guess, or something. It was a long time ago, people. But we saw dancers, we saw weaving, we saw beadwork, food, animals, horses. This looks horrible. Told you I couldn't do this. I cannot script from save my life. All right, we are going to plan B here. I don't think I want this the same size now. I think I want it torn a little bit. Just using this as kind of an overlay, and my journaling will be underneath. So I'm going to do it like Job did it. And glue one side down, and then when I go to glue this page down, it'll be tucked underneath. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't have a certain time that I upload. I try to make my videos the day before, and I upload them in the morning. That's as close as I can narrow it down. If it's not that way, I tell you otherwise as we go. So yeah, that's gonna go like that. And my journaling about Navajo weavers is gonna be underneath. We had a Navajo rug. We used it as a wall hanging. It was probably 18 inches by 3 feet long as a kid. One of my sisters has that now. I wonder which one. All right, so what did I say? Weaver. Yes, these are my Amy Tangerine fonts in a pill bottle, because I won't lose them this way. I have lost them. And I have 2 of them because I lost one and I bought another one. This way I haven't lost them. And if you need extra letters, I happen to have some. W-E-A-V-E-R. Alright, I'm not going to stamp in front of you because it's painful to watch me stamp. It's painful to watch myself stamp. Where is my black ink? Ah. Alright. My W is not exactly there, but never fear. I'm going to take a black graphite pencil. Kind of go over it a little bit. That's enough. Okay. This is really simple, but there was a lot of talking. can't talk and work at the same time. Because I don't plan. And that's just the way I roll. I really like that. Let's put it down. Where is my journal? Volume 1. Volume 2. There's probably going to be 3 volumes. Okay, this is the title. Let's make sure that ink is dry. I really like this. It was simple. So we have 1, 2, 3 types of paper. Construction from a kid's pack, which is really thin. Vellum, which I couldn't find, so we used tracing paper, which is fine. And Tomoe River paper that I put some Southwest colors on it. Now, the Colorado River is in mountains also, not just desert areas, and it provides a lot of water to the Los Angeles area and the southern San Joaquin Valley, which, if you watched my segment on the Sacramento River, that feeds into the northern San Joaquin Valley. And the Colorado River feeds the southern San Joaquin Valley, which used to be vital for crops in this country. Not as much as it used to be. There's a lot done in Florida now, a lot done in Mexico. But my mom's family were farmers. Her grandparents came to this country to be farmers in California. I like that. So, this is a little thin. May or may not change that out to vellum once I find it. I don't know. Pictures of weavers with my print camera, Southwest colors, construction paper, and I'm going to journal over here about Indian weaving, which I love textiles. If I was brave and didn't want it to be too thick, I would weave my own little piece of fabric or an Indian rug. And I could draw. Oh, you know what? I think I am going to get a, either from Curtis paper. Hold on. This is Curtis' journal that she made for me. All about our trip to Peru. And she had extra pieces of paper in it. Ooh, that could have been perfect for today. What did she do these with? Shimmer ink? She told me. She has videos on her channel about making this for me, which was amazing. That right there. Okay. Or these. This was an amazing gift. A labor of love, an amazing gift that she did for me. With amazing tip-ins and market excursions and colors and wax seals and amazing bookmark from an actual market. Money. Tabs. It was awesome. Awesome. Llamas, birds, amazing adventures that we went on. This was all imaginary, just like me. Oh, these are real places, and she's been to them. We just didn't get to go together yet. One day we need to meet. We don't know each other except on the internet. One of those kind of relationships. I might put this under here. Let's do it like that. Oh, yes. This is going to have to be a tip-in because if I had planned ahead, right? This will work though. I wouldn't have cut this paper. I learned from Kurtie's examples to leave a flap and fold that in if you don't want to use washi tape at that point, which, because I don't have that option, I'm going to be using washi tape. I wanted to leave room to write, but I love the look of the Indian print under the vellum / tracing paper. The washi tape stuck to itself. Ugh. Should have said how cute Job's nervousness was, because I've made a couple mistakes today. Alright, let's go with this edge so that the torn edge still sticks out. I'm not doing this perfectly, but it's going to work. I rarely do things perfectly. Now, look how pretty that is. Thank you, Kurtie. Again, thank you. Look how pretty. That is perfect. That's why I don't plan. These things just kind of happen. And I like how that happens. That is gorgeous. Love it. If I don't get close enough, because I'm not a very good photographer, you can always see my stuff on Instagram. Take a better picture there. Thanks to Steve Jobs. Okay. I love this. Can you put ink on the edge of this paper? I would love that too. I don't think that's going to show up. And it probably won't show up on this other paper anyhow. Okay, stop. Walk away. Now I can journal here about the weavers. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Kurtie. It needs a little... Hold on. Hold on. No, this side. These are my Stabilo Woodies, and I'm just going to put a little brown on the edge. And get that wet. Just enough to add a little bit of an accent. This paper will dry. Okay, stop. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Haven't tried these on Tomoe River paper yet. Where's the yellow? Do I recommend doing this in your book? Nope. Ah, where's the orange? I love these things. trying to control it a little bit better by taking it right off the color, the crayon. That's enough. Okay. Gorgeous. I'm stopping this time for real. See you all tomorrow. Back in the Colorado River.
Well, that is 50 minutes and 49 seconds of your life you will never get back. And that I will never get back. I almost deleted a lot of this, but I left it in. This is me processing. This is what I love to watch, so I left it all in. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But I love how the spread turned out. Thank you, Kurtie. A closer picture is on my Instagram account, and I'll see you all tomorrow.